It is a pleasure to welcome you. I'm John Fleisler, the Director of Tourism in Frederick. If you haven't been to our visitor center, it's right across the street. We hope you'll stop by. But how great it is to see how this event has grown. This is the 15th year that we are here at the Transit Center. The MARC service into Frederick started about 2001. It was held here that year. Tim Davis started getting involved with it a couple years later, 2003. And that year, there were 23 people signed up for Bike to Work Day. More than 400 of you this year, so congratulations. When we first started doing this, we didn't need a PA system. There wasn't traffic out in front. There weren't nearly as many folks here, so how exciting it has been to watch this event grow. We have a few remarks this morning. We have some wonderful prizes that we'll be drawing for later, but I want to take a moment right now to give a shout out to the wonderful sponsors who support this event this year. We're thrilled to have helping sponsor Bike to Work Day here locally, Transit Services of Frederick County, Bicycle Escape, State Farm agent Darius Mark, Glory Donuts, Gravel and Grind, a brand new operation, Bike MS, the Common Market, Wegmans, Dunkin' Donuts, the City of Frederick, Bicycle and Pedestrian Advisory Committee, and Frederick County Parks and Recreation. Thank you all for your support.
Good morning, everyone. Everybody awake after that crisp little ride we had? This is great. This is a wonderful event, and it grows every year. And this year is no exception to that. A lot better weather this year than we had last year. So thanks, Tim. Going to give you credit, Tim, for something, you know. Before we do start, John mentioned it, but I do want to take the time to thank Tim Davis because he puts his heart and soul into getting this together every year. And I want to thank you very much. So big round of applause for Tim. Every year we try to do something different. And this year we put the challenge out to Rockville. And Mayor Newton has accepted the challenge. So we'll see. I don't know yet. We'll figure it out. But we decided, Tim and I are still trying to figure out exactly what the challenge is. But it's we think it's a percentage of new riders or participants from last year. So if that's the case, and the showing that we see here today and the numbers we just heard, I think we might be pretty good. And there is a side bet. I have Mayor Newton said that if the City of Frederick would win, she was going to provide, I don't know how many tickets, maybe 400 tickets to the Lyric Opera House in Rockville. And I said if we should lose, which I don't think we will, I would provide the city box at Nimio Field at Harry Grove Stadium for a Keys game. So we'll see what happens, and hopefully I'm going to go see an opera. So again, thank you all very much for participating. It was a great ride as always. And we look forward to doing this every year. The main goal for this is to promote bicycle and pedestrian safety and availability in our city. So we have a lot of great projects happening in the city when it comes to both bicycle and pedestrian transportation. So keep an eye out. There's a lot of things happening. And the idea is not only to teach drivers how to work with bicyclists, but also bicyclists. Thank you for promoting this event, and I'm very honored and pleased to present a proclamation today, Bike to Work Day, May 15th, 2015. Whereas bicycle commuting is an effective means to improve air quality, reduce traffic congestion, and conserve energy. Bicycle commuting benefits both employees and employers through better employee health and fitness, reduced commuting and parking costs. Increasing numbers of employers have installed bicycle parking and shower facilities to help encourage employees to commute by bicycle. The bicycle commuter tax provision can be used by employers to assist employees with bicycle purchases, improvements, repair, and storage. The city recently received MDOT funding for new bike lanes, signage, grate replacement, and bike sharing feasibility study. The League of American Bicyclists has designated the City of Frederick a bronze level community for friendliness. The Transit Services and City promotes bicycling and organizes Bike to Work Day along with the Washington Area Bicyclists Association. The week of May 11th is National Bike to Work Week, which promotes bicycling as a viable means of transportation to and from work. Now, therefore, I, Randy McClement, Mayor of the City of Frederick, do hereby proclaim Friday, May 15th, 2015, as Bike to Work Day in the City of Frederick, and ask all to join with me in recognizing this wonderful day. Signed by myself on behalf of the Board of Aldermen and the citizens of the City of Frederick. Thank you all very much for your participation.
Well, good morning, everybody. I am very, very excited to be here this morning. It's a gorgeous morning, and we have such a huge crowd. So thank you to Tim and all of the organizers and the sponsors here. This is my very first time participating in Bike to Work Day, so I'm hopefully going to add to that percentage that's going to help us win the contest with Rockville. But I really enjoyed the ride this morning, and I have to give a huge shout out to the Bicycle Escape. One of the, when I signed up, I said, this is going to be my motivation to get my bike fixed. It had spent a little too much time outside, neglected recently, and I didn't get it there till Wednesday, and they still got it fixed for me in time to bike today, so they deserve a big round of applause for that. Thanks, guys. I'm just so pleased to see such huge participation in this. We know that increasing the amount of cycling here in the city as well as the county is a great way to bring our community together, and I think that's really shown here today. So I also have a proclamation to share with you on behalf of the County Council. Whereas in 1956, sponsored by the League of American Bicyclists, National Bike Month was established to promote the many benefits of bicycling, not only as an alternative to automobile transportation, but as a friendship vehicle by riding together, a healthy lifestyle choice, a greener approach to daily activities with other benefits. And whereas on Friday, May 15th, 2015, Commuter Connections and the Washington Area Bicyclist Association coordinated with Frederick City for our MARC station to be one of its 79 pit stops for the annual Bike to Work Day. This is a reality because of loyal and generous community support from local businesses and individual contributors. And whereas today's event marks a new convoy for 2015 with the number 15 Frederick, Hood College to City Hall to MARC Station Frederick Pit Stop. The kickoff point at Alumni Hall at Hood College through Rosemont Avenue, then Lee Place, 7th Street, Bike Lane to East Street, to 2nd Street, down to Court Street, City Hall, and all the way over here to the MARC Station. We are encouraged by all those who are able and live close enough to bike to work who have used this opportunity as a fun challenge to bike ride today and in the future. Now, therefore, on behalf of the Frederick County Council, I hereby proclaim Friday, May 15th, 2015 as our Bike to Work Day in Frederick County, Maryland, and hereby commend this observance to all Frederick County residents. On behalf of the Frederick County Council, signed by Council President Bud Otis. Have a great day, everyone.
Good morning, everybody, and it's so good to be here on this beautiful Frederick Day. When I was a member of the Board of Aldermen, we made the decision to take Frederick in a new direction in regard to pedestrian and bicycle use. And I am so glad we did, because now we see the results of that. And we thank Tim Davis, our transportation planner, Ron Burns, transportation planner from the county, both very important people in moving us in this direction. I serve on the Transportation Committee of Appropriations, so it's very important that we keep the funding coming from the state for bicycles, for bicycle lanes, etc. So glad to be here. Encourage you to be safe on the roads. I think that needs to be a theme for all of us. Be safe. I think safety has to be a very important priority for all of us on the roads, whether we're in the car, on the bike, or walking. So have a great day.
Hi, everyone. If I had known I was going to be here in Congressman Delaney's stead before yesterday, I wouldn't have sold my bike last week. Yeah. The mayor's provided me with a suitable replacement to use for the rest of the day. Well, anyway, I'm here to present a certificate on Congressman Delaney's behalf, a certificate of special congressional recognition to the city of Frederick in celebration of Bike to Work Day 2015. We recognize all cyclists and cycling enthusiasts and thank the city of Frederick in collaboration with Frederick County Transit in hosting this event. Congratulations, and thank you.
Thank you, Sam. Also want to mention some of the other elected officials that have joined us today from the Frederick Board of Aldermen. Kelly Russell, whose neat bike this is, right in front of our lectern. Michael O'Connor, Donna Kazumchek, Josh Bokey. And from Fort Detrick, also want to give a shout out to General Line, who rode this morning and is here with us.
Thank you. The Bike MS Chesapeake Challenge is on June 6th and June 7th in Eastern Maryland. It's a 100-mile ride, 30-mile ride, 67-mile ride. It's a fundraising event to support patients in Maryland living with multiple sclerosis. The society has raised $165 million through Bike MS. It's the 5th largest event in the nation. Offer programs and services for people with MS in Maryland. It's a fun, exciting event. It's personal to me. Been doing that for 8 years. There's a fundraising minimum of $300 to participate. It's a very low minimum. That's all I got. Thank you.
Good morning. Thank you. Thank you on behalf of Transit Services of Frederick County. This is such an exciting event for us because many people think of us as the large buses you see, but we're much more than that. So biking is important to us. All of the cyclists can ride free on our transit buses today, so keep that in mind. It takes 20 seconds to load up your bike, so we're happy to provide you more information. But I'm here to recognize someone that's very important to our community, our city, our region, and is an avid cyclist. As you may have heard, we did a first ever Commuter of the Year award this year to really recognize people that go above and beyond the call of duty when it comes to commute alternatives. This was actually inspired by people like Shane Boucher, who save thousands of dollars and have lost weight each year from Thermo Fisher. From our transit bus riders that take transit every day of the week because they want to save the environment, they want to save money. And so Alyssa Boxhill was chosen a few months ago. She dominated the nominations with half of the recognition. And part of her award was to recognize her at Clean Air Partners, a regional organization that supports air quality. We nominated her for the Champion Award for winning this Commuter Cup. And she also won that. And this just shows how great Alyssa is and what a great example she is for cycling in this community. She cycled 60 miles from Frederick to Alexandria on Wednesday evening to accept her award. Even the children were shaking her hand. They were in awe of her. So I wanted to present her with our coveted Commuter Cup. To thank Alyssa for everything she does, not just for the city, but for FMH, her employer, for transit, and for this entire region in terms of air quality, saving money. So I'm not sure if, Alyssa, you're still here somewhere? She's got to be. This is the last surprise, Alyssa. Do you want to say anything? No. Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Enjoy. Sorry, all the donuts are gone, but thank you, everyone.
Congratulations, Alyssa. And I think if you talk to the folks at Bicycle Escape, they can come up with a handy bracket so that will mount on the handlebars. And thank you, Adrian, for everything you do to make this event so special each year as well. So in just a second, we'll begin drawing for prizes. So I will need the numbers. Hopefully you have one of your raffle tickets for the different prizes we'll be drawing leading up to the final one. Hopefully you entered over here for the great bicycle. So stand by for that. A couple of notes for your calendar. You probably all are aware of it, but we are looking forward this summer to the Tour de Frederick. That'll be August 14th through the 16th. The one-of-a-kind in the U.S. Clustered Spires High Wheel Race on August the 15th. Saw Eric ride it earlier this morning, and what a great event that has been for us. And then in September, the Grand Fondo National Championship. So should be another exciting year. And just yesterday, I was on the phone with a gentleman who's hoping to organize a pretty big race event for next spring. So stay tuned for that. All right, the bicycle raffle is going to work differently, right? We have, okay, coming over. Want to talk a little bit about the bicycle first?
The bike that you're in the running to win here is a giant hybrid bicycle. Tons of fun on the road or on a light path. The number's being picked by random number generator right now. You want to push the button, have the honors?
Okay, push generate.
19.
Okay, the random number generator app came up with number 19, which is Jack Sims. Congratulations to Jack, and thanks to all who entered. And I think that is going to wrap it up for this year's Bike to Work Days. So thank you all for participating.